how to recover from mistakes as a DJ. I'm DJ Spiegel and I make mistakes while DJing all the time. So in this video, I'm going to show you what to do so that nobody else notices your mistakes. In the world of DJing, there are a lot of things that can go wrong. Just like in any other job, like if you're a plumber or if you're an accountant, there are things that are going to go wrong and you're going to have a way of dealing with it. So in DJing, one really big mistake is called a tomato. And what this means is when you're DJing, you're playing music, everyone's dancing, everybody's feeling the energy, and then all of a sudden, boom, music stops, complete silence, everyone's staring at you, everyone goes, oh, oh, and it could be really embarrassing, and it could prevent you from getting more gigs, and it is one of the worst things that can happen as a DJ. Now, another huge mistake as a DJ would be what's called a train wreck. And now this is when you're trying to play two songs at the same time, but you don't mix them together right and they're not lined up, and then you hear like 2 or 3 different beats at the same time and it just sounds terrible and gives you a headache, because as humans we can only process one beat at a time. So if you're doing these train wrecks, it is going to give people headaches and people are not going to be very happy. So in this video, I'm going to show you what to do when these type of things happen and also how you can avoid it. So let's talk about the tomato first. So as I DJ with my iPad, if you DJ with a laptop or CDJs or something else, that's fine. But always have a second device ready to go. So if I'm DJing on my iPad and then the app crashes, the iPad dies, if something gets unplugged, I always have the DJ Pro AI app loaded up on my phone with a playlist and with a popular song that I could just press play. So some DJ controllers will have an auxiliary port for you to put it in, so you just plug it into your iPhone and then it will be in a separate part of your controller, and you could fade it in, fade it out as you want to. Or if you're using a mixer or speakers, maybe your speakers also offer Bluetooth, so you could have your phone connected with the Bluetooth, and then you could just quickly play a song and it could get you through restarting your iPad, restarting your laptop, and get your main source of music up and going while you have a song playing, so there's no silence. So that's a really great way how to avoid these tomatoes. And now another thing is when you make a mistake, let's say you were going to mix in a new song and then you accidentally didn't have the volume up, or you accidentally moved the jog wheel and it made like a little scratch sound. What you could do is you can own this mistake. I learned this from one of the courses that I took on digital DJ tips with Laid Back Luke, and one of his rules for DJing was to own your mistake. So let me load up a song here. So let's say this song's playing, and then you accidentally hit the jog wheel with your hand or something else hits it, like a wire from your headphones or something. It does one of those. What you could do is you could do that 2 or 3 more times and own that mistake, so nobody else thinks it's a mistake. They just think it was something that you meant to do. So you guys, if you make a mistake, you can own the mistake and just do the same thing again. Let's say you were going to mix in another song and then the volume fader or the crossfader was all the way off and you got a little bit of silence. What you could do is throw in another couple seconds of silence and you could quickly own this mistake. Now, another thing is running out of music, paralysis by analysis, not knowing what song to play next because you weren't prepared. So a great way to prepare for this is every time you are booked to do a gig, make a specific playlist for that gig. So let me just show you. I have a couple over here. So this one is for my wife's 30th birthday party. So this playlist is a 10-hour playlist. If you guys look up, let me turn on my mouse so you can see where I'm pointing. if you guys look up here, it's 173 songs, 10 hours. So I suggest using at least double the amount of time as your gig. So this was a 5-hour gig, so 10 hours and 37 minutes is about double. So you don't have too much songs and you don't have too little. So having too many songs, if you just go with your whole list of songs, thousands and thousands of songs, it's going to be really hard to choose a song and you're just going to be sitting there trying to decide. So with these specific playlists, you have enough songs that if you play one and it doesn't work, you could quickly switch to the next one, still have enough songs, but you don't have too many songs where that you're going to get confused and overwhelmed. Another thing is a lot of DJs, like I do, they use streaming services now. Tidal, Beatport, BeatSource. Now, these streaming services will only work if you have internet connection. So you could either, if you know you're doing a gig at a certain location, you could call them, ask them if they have Wi-Fi, or if you're like me and you have service on your iPad, you could go to the venue, go to where you're going, and just make sure that you'll be able to load up the songs, because you don't want to be planning on DJing with streaming services and not have any music, not have any physical music on the iPad or on a hard drive, and then just show up and have set up all your stuff and have nothing to play. So make sure that if you plan on using streaming services, that you'll be able to load these songs. Some places, if it's in a basement, if it's some places with no service, you might be out of luck and not be able to use streaming service. It happened to me before, and it was really embarrassing, and it's really not fun. Another thing that you could do is have a backup song. So the DJ software that I use is DJ Pro AI. So they have access to 4 decks. So on one of these decks, whether it be deck number 3 or if it's deck number 4, I always keep a song that I know everybody's gonna like. So if I'm playing songs and nothing's working, I could always just go to my 4th deck and it's already there, set up with the cue point, ready to go. So take advantage of the 4-deck mode. Even if you don't plan on DJing with 3 or 4 songs, just use it as an extra deck. Now, another way to prevent mistakes, and this is if you load up a song, you're DJing, everyone's liking it, you load up a song that you think everybody is going to like, and then you are wrong. Nobody likes the song at all. So what you could do in this situation is use your filters. So DJ Pro has the filters in a lot of spaces where you could use it. Other DJ softwares, I think every DJ software now has a filter in it. So what we're going to do is, while this song is playing, this is the song we played that nobody liked, you could just quickly filter out and then play the next song, and then people won't really notice. The filter is used in a lot of music production, EDM songs, hip-hop songs, pop songs will have the filters already in them. So if we just use the filter to just quickly get us out of the song, and then we could keep going. I use this all the time. It's the best thing you could do if you put on a song that doesn't work. All right, so I hope this helped you guys not be afraid of making mistakes, because if you know that you could recover from these mistakes, then you will be more confident and trying more advanced tricks and advanced techniques. So learning how to succeed, you have to learn how to fail first. So with these techniques, you will no longer be afraid of making these mistakes. So if you want to see a part 2, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you want to learn more on how to DJ with the iPad, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.